What's up? Welcome to the ElkShape YouTube channel. Today's about delayed gratification. I've been pinching my pennies and saving up to finally upgrade to a full 3D elk target. I'm rearranging my backyard archery range. I want to bring you guys along, show you some of the targets that I love, some that have lasted the longest, especially if you're in the market for one. This is my go-to. I'll show you that. Come along. We're going to set up my archery range and send some long bombs. Bring you along. Let's go. Here we go. Bingo. Ooh. What's up, YouTube friends? We are going to be shooting the elk target for the first time. We're at 90 yards. It's about as far as I can shoot safely here and film, and I'm pretty excited. 90.3. No real wind. That is possibly an 11 for the very first shot. Can you do it twice? Is it 11 or 12? You are a target, guys. IBO, ASA, call it a 12 for ASA, 11 for IBO maybe. Oh, got a little bit of wind here. It's all right. Really bad shot, holy. Can we cut that out, editor? No, keep it. I don't know what happened. I might have just tried again. Boom. We're gonna aim at the mini elk, which now looks absolutely teeny tiny. I had trained myself to have the mini elk and the mini moose look like giant. Now it literally looks like I'm aiming at a dime. It is 80.8. All right, guys, let's move on to the target that may cost me a lot of money on arrows, but it will be cool content. A buddy made this awesome steel target, option of 4 or 6 or 8 inches, and yeah, we're gonna shoot it. Guys, I let you down. I let you down. 70 yards, I could not get that 4-incher. If any of you guys ever come over to my house, we can work out and send some arrows. Thanks for watching. I got one more little thing to show you guys. I got some targets arriving that I think you would be interested in using yourself. So we'll go check that out. We did a video a couple years back using Morel bag targets, and we built the towers, and it was an expensive build. The targets were expensive. I hate shooting bag targets. Like, I use a lot of half outs, and I just had too many components end up inside the bag targets. They do last a long time. I've saved 2 and the 1 tower we built. We have a great video. I'll link it in the corner. It's good, but you can't shoot broadheads with them. And I use broadheads in the spring on bears and turkey. I use a lot in August, obviously getting ready for antelope and mule deer and elk. I even like to shoot broadheads in the dead of winter. Make sure your bow's tuned. So I'll show you guys, we got some new 365 targets. We've teamed up with them. They're on my website. It's the one target I found to last the longest. And I leave these things out year round. I live in Spokane, Washington. I also live in an area where you can legally shoot your bow. You need to check that out wherever you live, make sure it's legal. And I like to put these 365s behind my little 3D targets in case I miss. And then I've padded my whole back wall with my old 365 targets just for peace of mind. And then behind me is just a field. I'll show you guys the final setup here in a second. This goes with that. This goes with this. This goes here. This is their 36. This is also their 36. I'll show you that one in a second. This is with a 10-inch core. I recommend this one. It will last you the longest in my opinion. And then you have all these options. I typically like the smallest dots. I feel like if you hit there, you're in the black, but it doesn't reward true accuracy. So typically I'll try to find the smallest one, and then you'll just take your target and flip it over. Get it kind of worked in there. So you have 2 handles right here for flipping it up. The other thing I like is if you want to take these on a maybe you're going elk hunting out of state like I do, you can take them with you, lay them flat in your truck. You can pull this out, lays flat, put other stuff on it. So I like to transport. You want to keep your top handles there, and then you're going to put it on the corner. All right. This will just be our little backstop to the Mini, or you could have it as a standalone. We got one more 36 with the 14-inch core, and these cores are replaceable. You'll probably never wear these out. They hold up really well against broadheads. So for this big dog, again, I want this probably the smallest targets that I can get. So we'll just flip it over. You got to work these corners in. Okay, let's put the back on that one. 14 inches by 14 inches, double handles, and then a stand right here. Here's your Velcro. She ain't going nowhere. And then we got this guy over here. This is the 24. This is with the 14 replaceable. You can also get the 24 with the 10-inch. Either way, whatever floats your boat. It'll come with this little kickstand. Basically, I would compare this, go head to head against like the big target, that archery site, Morel, Reinhardt 18-1. There's a bunch of other ones out there where you end up having to replace them all the time. These, you can just replace the cores. I always use broadheads in this. I would hate for you not to shoot your broadheads because you don't want to tear up your targets. When you can get replaceable cores, you can shoot more broadheads and make sure your broadheads and fill points are hitting in the same spot, assuming you're using fixed. So we can smoke this with broadheads all day and fill points. These are going to be on my website. We are going to get those shipped at affordable price. And honestly, I love 365. I've been working with them for several years, not officially. I just have used the shit out of their targets and they've held up. I'll show you some targets back here that are 3 years old. This is the Mini Moose from Reinhardt. You can get these usually when they're in stock I'll try to get them on my website, but if not, go to Black Ovis, and I have a discount code. It's ElkShape. Take 10% off, and it will be expensive enough to where your shipping's included. Get yourself a 365, maybe a 36-incher as a backing, just in case, especially if you live in a neighborhood. I think this is a Big Shot Antelope. This is made in America. I haven't shot this side yet. The other side is replaceable, and I'm gonna have to replace the core. I have 3 cores that was included in that purchase, and it's backed with a 365 at 36. This one is by a guy named Ross. I'm gonna put his Instagram handle right here. He asked me if he could make me one, so thank you, Ross. His Instagram is right here. Reach out to him if you want this. You got high stakes practice here. You got 8 inches, 6 inches, and 4 inches. As you guys saw, I failed at 70 yards on the 4-incher. I was close. You ain't getting your money back. So those are 3 arrows. And somebody messaged me on, I think it was Instagram, like, why would you shoot at a target like this and risk $50 arrow? And I'm like, because where else are you going to get that perceived pressure where you got to clutch up? Arrows are expensive. I'm not sponsored by any arrow company. I buy all my own. So yeah, but it just adds that, like, that degree of perceived pressure, which is hard to duplicate, and it's important to get reps with. And then lastly, this is the Reinhardt Elk. I think these retail for over $2 grand. People ask me, where did I buy it? I bought it from Josh Jones. So I don't know if he upsold me or got me his pricing. I just know that it was a couple G's, and I've wanted one for 15 years. And I hope this lasts me 15 years. And I spent the money. Now here's my old 365. This one's been, I mean, look at, this is my oldest 365. Look at all the broadheads. I've had this one for 5 years, and I've just replaced the core, which is awesome. This one I got 3 years ago. I've left it outside for several years. You can see broadhead marks, fill points. You can replace that 10-inch core. That's a great that's a 48-incher. Here's another 48-incher with 5 faces that you could replace. These are all 10-inch cores. This one is a 36 with the 24, and we need to replace the core. We need to replace the core. These hold up, man. I'm not worried about the paint fading off. Guys, build your own archery location that's safe and where you can get the opportunity, where you can make the opportunity to shoot year-round. It will bolster your confidence in the field, and it will pay off when you actually get full draw on an animal. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed a little delayed gratification. Several years of saving up for that elk target, and I don't regret it. Hopefully it lasts me a lifetime. If you're in the market for basically backyard targets that last, you can leave outside year round and always replace the core. 365 Archery, they're out of Minnesota. You can get the ElkShape Edition 1. Check out the website. Maybe there's a link at the end of this video. And honestly, just shoot year round. That's what we're trying to sell you guys, is delayed gratification, consistency, not only in your training and your nutrition and your family time, but in your archery game as well. You have a lot of options when it comes to YouTube channels. Thanks for watching our separations and the preparation. Catch you on the next one.